Afternoon baseball on the show as you get a look there at Rogers Center in Toronto. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Toronto Blue Jays. Runner-up and winner in AL MVP in 2015, Trout and Donaldson next. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Into the box comes leadoff man Yunel Escobar, and we are ready for baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for the Angels, third baseman, number 0.
And we are underway now here at Rogers Center as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon, 2-0 now. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Liriano gets the sign. Here it is on 2-0. In there, 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
Yeah, not the spot to find yourself against a good leadoff hitter. Down 3-1 to start the afternoon? Not good.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. And that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Batting second, center fielder number 27.
Mike Trout gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. You know, and that can really upset the hitters sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Albert Pujols steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, you better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And now we'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the visiting Halos. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
I think you really have to focus on what the pitcher's going to give you. If he's going to pitch you away, you got to go the other way. That way you can string together a few hits to put up some crooked numbers in this game.
Coming to the plate now, C.J. Cron, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. Into the game, if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Kevin Pillar out there in the outfield covers a ton of ground and can really go get him. What's even more exciting is to watch him dive for balls, really get some air. Man, can't wait to see him in this one.
At the plate, Andrelton Simmons, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
And you get the sense that he's starting to figure things out. He lets the first 2 men of the inning reach. Now he's settled down.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels strand a couple. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Standard from Venezuela gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Jose Bautista comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jays, right fielder, Jose Bautista.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss, and the dangerous Bautista is set down on strikes for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, there's only a few guys that can swing it and flip it like Joey Bats. Jose Bautista. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. Nothing in 2. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive. Still 0-2. And Martin swings and misses that time on a good pitch, and he's gone on strikes for out number 2. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up.
Guys, for me, the best defensive shortstop in the game, Andrelton Simmons. You watch him go to the hole and make throws, cover ground. Simmons is so athletic. He makes the difficult plays look routine.
Josh Donaldson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Back goes Cal. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. After 1, the second. And Liriano's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
To short, hit hard. Tulowitzki is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7.
Striding into the box, Martin Maldonado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Batting 8.
Shane Robinson takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Missing right here. He ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe, but for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
Cliff Pennington is the batter now as he looks at a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And the pitch on 2-1. 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Angels,
Yunel Escobar gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
And now off the glove as Martin can't hang on. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Justin Smoak strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw on to first by Pennington, and there's one gone. Kendrys Morales will stand in, coming off a season in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger at DH. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Pennington from shallow right. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting sixth,
Steve Pearce gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Popped high in the air. Crone is there for it. And that's the third out. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 0-0. A nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the third inning of this one. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. Liriano into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And with 1 away now, we'll see Albert Pujols hit with the bases empty.
Albert Pujols.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And he is in there. Andrelton Simmons in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
In there, no balls and a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Shot towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting,
Cole Calhoun stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
now batting,
In now, Martin Maldonado. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Pulls the string on that one, 1 strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Angels 2, the Jays nothing. Troy Tulowitzki will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Looking at Tulowitzki up there, you can't help but think of all the honors that have come his way, despite some pretty significant injury setbacks. A perennial all-star, a gold glover, a silver slugger award winner. This guy can do it all when he's healthy.
Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Calhoun. 1 down.
batting 8,
Kevin Pillar
center fielder,
steps in now.
Kevin Pillar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. Why not?
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Flipped out the other way towards short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Ryan Goins will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Shane Robinson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano. Strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in to try it again. Cliff Pennington. He drew a walk his first time up. Liriano has his target. First pitch on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You're really wasting a lot of bullets on a guy that you should get out fairly quickly. You got to go right after him. Get him out of here.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Yunel Escobar stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hot shot towards the hole. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And the tag from Martin. They got him at the plate. Into the box now, Mike Trout. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Ball inside.
And that misses for ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
2 out here and a runner at second. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels leave one. They're up 2-0. Jose Bautista will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
Russell Martin is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. There goes the runner. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact and he'll get another chance. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A two-run shot off the bat of Russell Martin, as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2. Josh Donaldson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there, and it's 0-1.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Stepping in, Justin Smoke, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Tap foul at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Robinson going back, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead. Here's Kendrys Morales.
The batter, number 8.
As he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
The relay, and he's going to make it. He gets into second base with a hustle double.
Now batting, left fielder
Steve Pearce in now, popped out in his first trip.
And it was a breaking ball that seemed... He may see a steady diet of those right here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 4 runs here in this half inning. this is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Robinson. He's got it one away. So a runner on second with one down now. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One out and a runner on second base. Smoked on the ground up the middle. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away. Kevin Pillar stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's set. Here it comes. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Calhoun ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We played 4 full. Toronto leads this one 4-2. Albert Pujols will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond. Maybe punch back, if you will.
Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano, strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Popped up. Goins settles under it near second, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting,
C.J. Cron will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Here it comes. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just 1 away.
Liriano sets. Here's the first pitch. Andrelton Simmons comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
now batting, right fielder.
Cole Calhoun will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. In there, strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Up next for the Angels.
So stepping in, Martin Maldonado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Tulowitzki is right there. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Ryan Goins will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Looped out towards short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 19.
Jose Bautista steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, I think that's a missing location right there. That was a pretty darn good pitch to hit.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
The catcher, number
Ready to take his hacks again, Russell Martin, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Calhoun has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Shane Robinson will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Right there for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Joe Smith will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Cliff Pennington is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. In the dirt. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Now batting.
Runner at second, 1 away, and it's back to the top of the order now for Yunel Escobar. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Here it comes on 0-2. Softly hit out to short. And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out. Two men are out now in the Angels' sixth. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Angels strand 1. Still down by a count of 4-2. Josh Donaldson will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn, the same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
Now batting.
Justin Smoak will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoak, his second of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Here's Kendrys Morales.
The batter, number 8.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Steve Pearce will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. A solo home run for Stephen Pearce as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning. So they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him now.
Number 53 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Troy Tulowitzki will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Center fielder, number 11.
Kevin Pillar will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Good curveball. Strike 2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Angels 2. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Albert Pujols, and they'll need him to get something going here. Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. This man out for his second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Now a swing by Pujols, and this ball is hit high and deep, and you can forget about it. Way out of here. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, you can look at it this way. If you're going to give up a home run, give up a good one. He's got the lead. He can afford to challenge him here. And, you know, this one's not exactly scraping the paint as it clears the wall. That thing was gone by plenty.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And he's safe. Andrelton Simmons will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Cole Calhoun steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch on its way. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, catcher.
Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Shane Robinson. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
That's wide, 2-0.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
And remember here, you've got a base open at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen.
Shot back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And the catcher has the plate blocked, and he's out at the plate, so only 1 run scores on the play.
On the money.
So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and a runner left on. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Toronto. The Blue Jays on top, 6-4.
Leading off for the Jays,
Ryan Goins steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball in there for a called strike. Grounded to third. Escobar has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 19.
Jose Bautista gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Trout is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The catcher,
Russell Martin gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The throw into second, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Josh Donaldson will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 6 runs, 9 hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Toronto after this. Ryan Tepera will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Ryan Tepera.
Leading off the inning, Cliff Pennington, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Left side. Played on the backhand. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Yunel Escobar will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he takes strike 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Blue Jays trying to hold on here at the Rogers Center. They lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at the line score to this point in the contest. Mike Trout will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Two and two.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Swing and a ball driven to deep left center. The outfielders give chase, but this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. Cesar Valdez will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here's Albert now. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Donaldson barehands it, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Now batting, C.J. Cron. He'll look to keep it going 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Bautista has a beat on it, and that retires the side. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8, and we're all even now at 6-6. Justin Smoke will stand in to lead things off here, and can you believe it? A tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
And it's grounded foul. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. This is drilled, but right into the shift. Throw on to first by Pennington, and there's one gone. Kendrys Morales will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Now to the plate, Steve Pearce. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Breaking ball. Called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Andrelton Simmons ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. A ball hit hard to the left side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Cole Calhoun digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Maybe a case where he's more interested in taking a walk. He was in a good spot up 3-1, but he winds up taking 2 straight pitches, neither of which was anything you'd call unhittable.
Martin Maldonado is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. In there, a base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. This game remains tied at 6. Kevin Pillar will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Bud Norris will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings. Kevin Pillar stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Center fielder, number 11.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Fly ball out toward right field. Calhoun giving chase. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting,
Ryan Goins strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a swing and a miss. Maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Jose Bautista. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. We're still tied 6-6. Stepping up to the plate, Shane Robinson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And will rejoin this one now in the bottom of inning number 10. Russell Martin steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Ready now, Josh Donaldson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And Matt, that was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled him last time up, so it'll be interesting to see if they attack him with the breaking ball again here.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Squared that one up just a little late. tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit in the air out to center field. Trout moves over, 2 down. Justin Smoke will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Norris into the windup. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double. Kendrys Morales digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. 1 left for Toronto. Score remains tied 6 apiece. C.J. Cron comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning. We'll move forward now and rejoin this one in the bottom of inning number 11. Steve Pearce will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And a good bite to that swing. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Tough slider there as he grounds it foul. Norris has his target. Here it is on 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Kevin Pillar stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. This is line to left. Revere is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. This game remains tied at 6. Ben Revere will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play, and it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame. Time to rejoin our ballgame now as we're well into the extra frames. Leading off the inning, Ryan Goins, and they'll need him to get something going here. David Hernandez will come on now, and at least they've saved their closer until this deep into extra inning. Ryan Goins is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hot shot to third. From his knees, the throw. Got him. And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And, wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Fastball, not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. 3-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Cron will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for out number 2. Russell Martin gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels finally put this one to bed in 12 innings as the ball game is over.
Well, this one sure didn't come easy. It took them 12 innings to do it, but they come away with a great victory here on the road.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Probably not a lot of surprise as to who'll take home the hardware. It's Albert Pujols. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 10-6. So long from Toronto.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 10 runs on 21 hits. No errors. They left 18 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 6 runs, 11 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. A reminder that extra subway trains will be available at the Union and St. Andrews Station. The King Street streetcar provides access to St. Andrews Station via the ends of John Street or Peter Street. Light rail transit is also available along Queens Quay from Union Station.